Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on Feed Dump. Graham and Kathleen continue to be away. This week, we are the temperatures at which things burn. Joining me is 220 degrees Celsius, the temperature at which jet fuel auto-ignites,
I can't melt steel beams.
and 22 degrees Celsius, or a pleasant room temperature. I am 37 degrees Celsius, the temperature at which relationships burn. Welcome, gentlemen. News in this week from Japan has dog owners shaving what into their pets?
What is a pompadour, Alex?
With Japan's fascination with cats, I would imagine they're shaving their dogs into cats.
Crop circles. Or collie circles?
Maybe some form of registration, like a family name or the pet's name.
Serge, only stupid answers on Feed Dump.
Butts?
Fascinating theories, all gentlemen, but you'll find that most dogs already have butts, and for the few that don't, well, they don't last long. The correct answer is cubes.
To specify, are you shaving cubes into them or shaving them into the shape of a cube?
You're more right than you know, Serge. The Japanese have begun shaving their dogs into cube-like forms, so it is more accurate to say that they are shaving cubes into dogs.
Maybe there's a neo-cubism joke to be made here, but it's really obvious.
The classic sport of shaving hair into various geometrical shapes. I, for one, have a great deal of experience. I've turned my own chest hair into a pyramid on more than one occasion.
I don't think you're supposed to make topiaries out of living things.
I think that's a little insensitive there, Alex. I mean, after all, are trees not also living?
You know what I meant.
There's already the disturbing suggestion that this technology is propagated among other Asian economies, with one hairdresser from Taipei cautioning British pet owners in particular that this style is not easily imitated and requires certain kinds of fur. Gentlemen, is it time for sanctions?
We cannot allow any other nation to dictate our dog shaving practices. Therefore, I recommend immediate sanctions and blockades.
I'd have to disagree wholeheartedly with Alex. I believe that it is in mankind's best nature to allow the free sculpting of dogs in every society across the world, as is following with the practices of a free and open market.
In what may prove to be a death knell for the nakedly communist Wikipedia, a New York man is finally offering a print volume of the online encyclopedia numbering some 7,600 volumes and costing $500,000.
People don't even use phone directories anymore.
Now, Alex, I don't think it's about its practical use so much as its use as a status object.
Status. Did you perhaps mean clutter?
Imagine the possibility of just having all of humanity's combined knowledge available in one extremely, extremely large room.
Very loosely approximating the thickness of each of these volumes at 10 centimeters, the collected print Wikipedia would require a bookshelf 3/4 of a kilometer in length to house, a distance traversed by Olympic record holder Kevin Rudisha in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Gentlemen, where would you put these books?
On a bonfire.
That's extremely wasteful, Alex. Personally, I'd combine it with my other status objects like my swimming pool. Imagine being able to take a dip in all of humanity's knowledge.
Okay, for real though, next to the shitter so I have something to read. Forever.
Imagine it, you go down the water slide, come up and you're like, oh, I now know the population of Turkey.
Serge, the paper cuts would carve your ass into pastrami.
I'm extremely disappointed in you. Have you no sense of romance?
What does this have to do with romance? This is just health and safety. There is so much paper we're talking about. I can't.
You're in luck. There's a section on health and safety in the pool.
Now that we have trivialized 40,000 years of human ontology by participating in this video together, further disturbing news in from the CDC, where it was revealed that the chlorine sting in your eyes when you go swimming is not caused by chlorine at all, but rather by urine. While working to reassure citizens that swimming remains a healthy activity, Dr. Michael J. Beach of the CDC's Healthy Water Program cautioned people against swallowing any water while at a pool, as even one person with diarrhea can infect an entire group.
Vomit, 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 vomit.
An interesting point, Alex. An outbreak of norovirus in Oregon was recently linked to the possibility of one person with diarrhea possibly vomiting or explosively shitting themselves and everyone else in the state.
Vomit, 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 vomit.
Cam, I absolutely consider this to be an act of terrorism. The swimming pool is an important American institution. Our children play there. I personally keep my knowledge there. And I believe the Patriot Act offers the tools necessary to protect this sacred place.
Your sacred place is full of piss, shit, and vomit, 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 vomit!
I believe it's our responsibility as a free nation to ensure that our steaming pools of feculence are protected under law.
Brief aside, how did we all become Americans?
All I had to do was put on a suit.
Well, I just aspired to lose all empathy, context, and sense of compassion for my fellow human beings in the guise of a 1950s-era PBS pundit host.
No, American, not Republican.
Well, I think you would find that the exaggerated media persona that I'm adopting right now would argue that those things are in fact highly correlated.
I am wearing a red shirt, and I do have this care card.
Now that Alex has collapsed the entire conceit for this episode, I suppose I have no choice but to pull the plug on this entire thing. Some of us may return in the future depending on how the domino strategy plays out, but in the meantime, there may be better sources for news. But they don't have this hat, which is the hat I always use when I host Feet Dump, because I have no idea what hats have been used and what have not. Goodbye, everyone. And until next time. It's all right, buddy. Get it all out. Get it all out, you damned commie sympathizer. Dude, did you lose your glasses?